Welcome to the most fun painting video you're ever gonna watch.
You can believe it.
That was so good. In this episode, we tackle some of the dirtiest jobs, but also some of the most rewarding ones. But why I love this video is that it really highlights to me what has been the most rewarding part of this project. And that is the growing community that surrounds Argonaut II. My name is Nicholas, and I live aboard a 103-year-old historic wooden boat, Argonaut II, and I'm on a mission to build community around this boat to help out with an ongoing restoration and preservation of its history. This is also my first sponsored video, which is something that I haven't done before. I typically like to highlight the people. We're here today with Bob from Admiral Ship Supply, organizations and local businesses that support the boating community. And in the case of today's project, I reached out to the marine paint brand, Pettit, to see if they would help support me in the finishing stages of this project. And it's turned into a really supportive partnership. Of course, the real secret to good finish work is lots and lots of prep. I love the cowboy boots. That kills me.
Is it obvious we're from Texas?
Oh, I love it.
So we're scraping the hull. We're getting rid of the old paint that's chipping off, getting it ready for a new coat.
That's great.
My name's Tanner.
Hey everybody, I'm Riley.
And we're from Texas. We took a little week vacation away, hitchhiked around Seattle a little bit, the greater area, and then got on a bus here and wandered into the boatyard with our backpacks on.
Just walked around offering a hand to everybody, and everybody kind of pointed us in this direction. Said Nick was a great guy. Come offer a hand, and he put us to work.
And I welcome it wholly. We've been scraping all morning, but he made us sausages and burgers, and it's been a fantastic time.
You guys are doing one of the dirtier jobs of the project.
Yeah, well, I wanted to put up a mast and sails and everything, but nobody liked that idea, so I'm scraping the hull.
I wanted to clean the bilge in there and get dirty, but I guess that's a later project.
That could be a later project, tomorrow project.
Yeah, get all mucky. This is an incredible community of boat people. Everyone here is so friendly. We walked into the 2 different coffee shops, and they covered our coffees to sponsor our travel.
Great coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jen over at the Marina Cafe?
Yes.
Yeah,
And it's
it's a great experience just to be able to be a part of something like this. It's awesome.
We had dinner on a sailboat last night. First time on a sailboat. And we were cooking up in there. That's fantastic.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
And then over on the port side, Morgan, Sam, and Daryl were scraping off excess seam compound, sanding, and longboarding in preparation for the first priming coat.
This Purple Heart bung right here, that's from a offcut from the world famous yacht Tally Ho. You can believe it.
His keel timber?
Yep.
You hear that, Leo?
Bless his heart.
Later that week, the painting was interrupted by a few days of rain, and so we took advantage of the weather by doing some work in the bilge inside the engine room.
on, Nicholas?
Pulling out this old bilge pump. So this bilge pump used to run off the engine on a belt, but it failed and is rusted and is long overdue for removal, so we're just gonna rip it out.
Scraping the bilge.
I'm taking a carburetor off. My name is Lila. I've been commercial fishing and shellfish farming for like 4 years, and I just came to Port Townsend for the boat school. We're doing fuel filters. We got the big boy Raycor drained out and cleaning, and then this furnace filter and some other ones. I'm specializing in wrapping my head around electrical and then continuing to kind of learn more about diesel.
Tell me what you're doing here.
Scraping the bilge.
This is a voluntary thing?
I think I'm supposed to say yes. Yeah.
Oh, you can pick this up, and it does something fun.
Well, yep. That's one of my water alarms that needs to be remounted. My
I'm
name
Sam.
Yeah.
I have family kind of around here that I'm visiting, and I ended up meeting Riley and Tanner the other night, and they were coming here to do some work, and I thought it sounded fun.
Is it fun?
It's super fun. Came yesterday, and then today I came here with I was gonna go to something else, and then decided this would be more fun. So that is a testament
Awesome.
to how fun it is.
Love it.
Still scraping the bilge.
We're here today with Bob from Admiral Ship Supply, who is hosting a yard-wide customer appreciation barbecue.
We do it every year. It's the 11th year, and glad we can do it.
Admiral Ship Supply is a chandlery located in the middle of the boatyard that carries 90% of what you need on a daily basis. If you work here in the yard, you find yourself running here a few times a day, and the team exemplifies what it is to be a locally owned and community-focused business that doubles as sort of a water cooler meeting spot in the yard. I want to give a huge thanks to Bob and his amazing team for doing what you do.
Double dogging.
Double dogging.
I met some people who opened a restaurant called Hot Diggity Doug. Because her wife's name is Doug.
There are several days in this project that stood out to me, and this day was a particularly special one. So we took a moment to take a photo. Daryl, Morgan, Patty, I'll scooch this way a little bit. All right, this looks so fun. Here, let me figure out the timer. We became a team that not only works together, but also exercises together. Yes! And had a family dinner after a cold plunge in the Sound.
He's a lot.
Actually, I shouldn't.
You ever caught that one before? Soaked and stoked? That's how I
Soaked.
feel.
How was your swim?
It was great. It's soaking through my overalls a little bit, but that's a little food can't help. It's like you have to, they were raising closer to Dallas, both of them.
Today's a really exciting day because we're going to be applying the first coat of paint on the boat, and so it's the last day that we have all this beautiful exposed mahogany. For the past few days, the team of volunteers and boat school students have all been busy prepping the boat, fairing the hull, getting ready for this week of painting. And so we're going to start by attacking just the bare wood, both here and on the starboard side, where there's never been paint before. I'm using a very thinned down coat of primer, almost a 50-50 solution, so that this new wood can start soaking the primer in to create a better surface for painting. And almost the first coat of primer is a wash because we will sand it all down again. That will help us reveal any kind of imperfections and divots that are still remaining in the hull that we can then chase down with fairing compound, so that way we can have a nice smooth finish before applying 2 or 3 more coats of primer, and then we'll get to the topside paint. Today's a fun day. We're getting an early start before the crew arrives to make some coffee. And then once the sun starts hitting the boat, we're going to be painting the first coat of primer on all that beautifully exposed mahogany.
What are the odds of this?
Nothing more excited than a work crew with a little bit of style.
It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and we're doing it with a whole team of volunteers from the boat school. I'd like to offer a quick shout out to the Northwest School of Wooden Boatbuilding, who has been using Argonaut as a classroom setting to perform a stray current analysis.
What do you guys think? Is that anode on the Skype doing anything?
And many students have been coming to help put their skills to work in a practical environment.
It's not. We try that anode to the shaft. Hi, I'm Crystal, a student from the Wooden Boat School. I got interested in helping with Argonaut because of the YouTube channel. I've been watching for a while, and then we happened to walk by it in the yard, and I was like, oh, so now I'm here, and you're stuck with me.
Our friends from Texas, and even the previous owner of Argonaut II, who came in through the weekend just to help out. And this year, I want to start moving the boat back towards the original color scheme. And so the closest thing that's off the shelf to the British Racing Green is the Easy Epoxy color Jade. And I also been using Easy Epoxy's Hatteras White, which was the color that I put in the last time I hauled out a few years ago with Pete Stein, which puts a nicer contrast, I think, from the previously all-white topside on top of the forest green hull.
Bobble out.
I was pretending to be a Jedi.
Oh no. Now I wanted to come up with a rhyme.
Leave it out in the sun, got some pettit slime.
Steal someone's paint, that's a pettit crime.
That is kind of crime.
Get it in your eye, you pettit blind.
Paint a little string, that's a pettit twine.
Put it on my wings, I'm pettit flying.
Oh
Try
my
to hang
gosh.
with us, you pettit trying.
Okay, going to 3.
That's a pettit crime.
That is a pettit crime.
Brush it.
Look at that. You gonna get it all the way up to the pettit line?
Pettit trying. Oh no.
Need a little moss.
Crack another. So 50-50, yeah?
The whole boat has been faired down to 80 grit, which we're going to use for the very first time. We spread a very thin down layer of primer that's going to soak into the wood, which we will sand down again with 120 grit. And that's going to reveal all the divots and dings that we can chase down with some fairing compound to make sure that the hull is perfectly smooth before we add another 2 or 3 coats of primer and then switch to paint.
Guard.
Spray paint.
I'm just happy I'm not scraping.
Great. I love scraping.
It's got its pros and cons.
It's kind of harder for Riley. You know, he's not as cut out for it as I am. Sometimes the little brother's got to do the hard work. That's how it goes. Yeah, you said I was gonna be longboarding. I was like thinking how to do kickflips and stuff.
I got a great shot of the mud flap right now.
It's a Texas thing.
It's a Texas thing. Port Townsend Boatyard is going to be all repping one in the next 2 weeks because of you guys.
I'm gonna take a seam ripper to my pocket right
It's like
now.
a Kate. Not all heroes have mud flaps.
Everybody hungry? Oh, we got all kinds of stuff.
And to top it off, Chris even brought us some homemade cookies.
Hey, cookies.
All right. Pettit power.
That was so good. Thanks for the cookies, Chris.
No!
And with that, it was time to say goodbye to our new friends from Texas.
Bye.
You guys. A few days of my life.
That was a great.
Riley needed to catch a flight out of Seattle, and Tanner said he'd be back in a few days. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh.
We could cut the end off.
Yeah, we could cut the end off. Thanks. I need a better caulking gun. All right, now that we have the hull primed with its first coat, we can really see all the little divots and dings across the hull. And so we're using some Easy Fair fairing compound to just brushing over all the dings and divots to get everything smooth and fair before we're gonna up the grit to 120 grit to do a quick sand and have everything smoothed out before we apply the next couple layers of primer. It's like toothpaste. Slow going.
Glacial, if you will.
Oh, look who's back. Woo! Quality control over here.
Oh yeah, just making sure the job's going well.
The Easy Fair fairing compound sands very easily, which makes a quick job of hiding any defects or dings that are in the wood. The second priming coat can be applied straight out of the can without the need to thin, but there is an option to add a capful at a time based on the weather conditions. And for the third coat, on sections of darker topside colors, we switched the primer color to gray. While this should have happened from the get-go, we did not want the delay in materials to postpone the progress of the project and made the choice to start with white, switching to the gray for the third and fourth coats. We missed a singular bung. Good dance. Okay. And the following day's rainstorm brought us back to projects working on systems in the bilge.
Welcome to the engine room party. Get the last bolt. Boom. Piece à la resistance. Here she goes. What's the future of this?
We're pulling all that out. The old cowboy boot.
There we go. It's a bad day to be one of these. We have Sam back, and we're cleaning a few things, like this prop shaft, and I'm sure Nick will explain. Maybe. There's some alignment concerns, and so we're going to have some people come out and inspect the alignment of the shaft to the engine, because it goes all the way back there to right here. So we are cleaning and putting some rust preventative coating onto all the hardware here, so that we can be prepared to crack nuts if we need to.
The alignment concerns that we have are that after we put in so much new wood on a big project like this, there's enough tension pulling the boat outward that the wood and the things attached to the wood are shifting around a little bit. It is probable that somewhere over the course of the 35 feet or so that this shaft runs into the engine, enough has changed to impact the alignment of the prop shaft. And I'm going to get more into this in a future video, because that is a project that is done once we're in the water. But until then, we're going to start loosening up these nuts on the couplings that haven't been separated in quite some time.
What's happening down here, Sam?
Trying to get this bracket off. I mean, half of the bracket has disintegrated into, and it's rusted out and coated the nuts that I need to take off to get the bracket off. I'm trying to chip off some of the rust so I can get this socket on there.
I am replacing a bilge.
Do you want me to hold it?
Line pumps water in the boat, out of the boat. There's 3 bilge pumps in here. Here's one. Number 2 is right here, and number 3 is right there.
Deleting something that has long lived its life and making some more room. Trying to clean up some of the systems in the bilge. Thanks, Tanner and Sam.
Absolutely. Look how much room we have now.
It's right here.
You can hang out down.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I think we have enough room here, especially once I delete this pipe, that I can hang out here for some of the charters. Give me a pillow, I'm set. We got one new line.
How's working on that DC panel.
Kind of worked backwards from it, but I think we got a good understanding of what's going on.
So this is a carbon brush that conducts any electricity coming off the shaft by dropping in the slot and dragging along the propeller shaft. And so what that does is pull any stray current to a grounding wire that goes outside to a bonding zinc to the exterior of the hull, which serves as a sacrificial anode to intentionally have a metal that deteriorates to protect all the other metals on the boat.
Next-ish on the to-do list.
Well,
is
the boiler fuel stuff down here.
filter for the diesel.
Yeah. Okay, that's it's just gonna drain it.
Mm-hmm.
Then the generator. This
Needs
right
an
there.
oil change, and you'll know that's done when this red filter turns blue. Nick is working on through holes, and I am working on this light out with the old and with the new. And we have to remove the wire nuts because wire nuts are not to be used on marine applications. Figuring out the wiring. There we go. Apologies for the lighting. I need to fix that.
If that one wire is exposed, they're all now at equal risk. And all of them have no power, or have power at 27 volts. So that means that between and a solid run of wire, it broke somewhere.
Another important task that I worked on with Miles was installing the through hulls for the genset, both the raw water intake as well as the exhaust. Sorry, say it again?
Just saying you could try to spin that from out there.
Spin from out here. Pettit also makes a two-part fairing compound, which just comes in a separate container. And what we found is it is a lot easier to do in large quantities, and with a boat like Argonaut, we're doing quite a bit of fairing to fix up not only the little dings and scratches, etc., but there's a lot of old wood that we're keeping. And because there's so many imperfections in the older wood, one, I don't mind that the boat is showing its age because it is 104 years old, and I do embrace that. I'm not looking to make Argonaut into a beautiful yacht, but to fix up the scratches and dings, it's important to use a fairing compound, and this stuff is super lightweight, fills in the cracks and scratches quite easily, and is a way to really improve the end result of your finish work. How are ya? Sorry, just started a thing of fairing compounds, so I gotta do it before it dries. How are you guys doing?
You want to drop a cookie into your mouth from up here?
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, it's awesome. How long are you up here for?
I'll drive back today. I got up on Friday. Quick little visit.
And this here's my friend Ted of almost 20 years who came out to visit for a weekend from North Carolina. I want to introduce everyone real quick to my good friend Ted, who has been friends since 2008.
Yeah,
who was popping through Seattle and came up to Port Townsend for the weekend to help me with some boat projects, to put together some cutting boards and hang out for a few days, which has been a really great time.
Hey everybody, my name's Ted, and we're here at Argonaut II, and we're making some cutting boards, and we're doing this to raise funds for the restoration of this amazing boat to keep it going for another 100 years. So get yourself a wonderful cutting board, enjoy it, and help support this project. Is that good? I don't know.
That's great. So
they
good.
were like going on in the background, so hopefully you can isolate the noise. I don't know.
So how is everyone liking the new white on gray color scheme for Argonaut? I've been posting a few pictures on social media, and it seems like the internet has been both excited or outraged at the new color scheme. Both of these colors are layers of primer, and a good question is to why do you have two different coats of primer? And the primary reason is for light coats of topside paint, you want to go over a white primer. That way if there's any kind of scratch or something, a darker color doesn't show through. And then the same is true for darker topside paint. we use a darker primer so that way if you kiss the dock a little bit and have a little bit of paint transfer, the gray shows up a lot better underneath the green than a white would. That said, we never hit the dock, and so at this stage we have about 3 to 4 coats of primer on everything. So on the port side, we're going to start topside paint tomorrow, and then on the starboard side we still have another layer or 2 of primer to catch up. The starboard side's lagging behind the port side just because we were still corking and bunging and fairing the hull on the starboard side when we started this side. I'm a little bit sad to see the mahogany disappear. That was really fun in the morning to see the glow of the sunrise against the mahogany, but it's really exciting to have some paint on board, and Argonaut's going to be looking great in just about a week. I stopped here. We gotta finish taping around the anchor. All right, we just finished sanding our last coat of primer, and we're gonna switch over to our first coat of topside paint. But first, we're taking a little bit of rushing thinner to wipe down all the dust and make sure that the surface is totally clean and dried out before we start painting. Now let me take this moment to introduce you to Daryl, who joins us on this project to help with the finish work.
Hi, my name is Daryl Dietrich. I've been working on boats for most of 15 years, though my first project was when I was 11, working for my dad. My dad, Klaus, was a shipwright on the East Coast and Seattle and Port Townsend, so when I was a little kid I would work for him a little bit. Outside of the boatyard, I hike and run and climb. I'd rather be in the mountains most of the time. I also make big leaf maple syrup. My farm is called Cold Snap Farm. Yeah, it's just a lot of being outside, working on boats, working on the farm. I should say one more sentence because then it flows really well. I'm really bad. 1 second, train of thought. Because it's so cool, like how many people are working on this boat. So many different lives are intertwined into the story of Argonaut. Okay, I think that's probably all right. For now.
When painting the topside coats, we switch tactics and use a roll and tip method to distribute the paint evenly and in a way that eliminates the texture of a roller. One can do it alone, but it goes much faster when one person rolls on the paint evenly and the other person chases them by lightly dragging the tip of a wet brush across the evenly rolled paint. This is the most critical part of the paint job.
I know. Who would know what boat this was otherwise? Port side A suffered some damage this winter, and she had to have reconstructive surgery. I think from a distance it'll look okay, but don't get too close.
I can't open the can.
Oh my gosh. You don't need to film me struggling opening the can. Alright, we can stop filming. Pliers might be the tool. Going rogue.
That's the type of creative ingenuity that gets a project like this done.
Coating the guard with some teak oil. The guard is made up of apatong. Usually it's used for things like decking. We were given the apatong by a fan, which was fun. We decided to incorporate it into the anchor guard. Argonaut's starting to look good.
Let's pull some tape.
Thank you to everyone who has helped out with this project so far and for this incredible community that's been coming together. The energy is alive and we've accomplished so much in the past few weeks. Now, as you can see, Argonaut is actually in the water. As many of you know, these YouTube videos can be lagged several weeks because it takes about 30 or 40 hours to produce one, and I've had a tough time balancing making the videos versus working on the boat around the clock. Now, we're still a couple episodes away from the launch video, but there is still so much more work to do. Oh, do you guys see this little otter? I just got interrupted by this cute little river otter, which is a nuisance to a lot of the boaters around here because they can crawl into your boat and create quite a mess. Now, there is still so much more work to be done, including ongoing work on the aft deck. We made the decision to put the boat in the water and continue to work on it because there are some major projects that need to take place after the boat has launched. A primary one is a shaft alignment, which I described earlier, which could become quite the undertaking, including moving the engine, the transmission, and all the power takeoff belts and hydraulic pumps that run in a line with that engine. In the next couple of episodes, we're going to get into all of that, and in the meantime, we are still fundraising to try and complete this project, so if you're interested in one of Carl's cribbage boards or Bruce's watercolor paintings or one of the cutting boards that Ted was helping to make, take a look at everything that we have. And if you want some more real live updates on what's going on with the project, I post more regularly with photos and newsletters on my Patreon account, which is free to subscribe to. And here we have a lovely little seal. In the next episode, we're going to be digging into everything below the waterline, including replacing the cutlass bearing and rebuilding the propeller as we get the boat ready for launch. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.